After a disastrous 2025 season, which saw the New York Mets miss the playoffs after spending over $700 million on a single player, there were high hopes for them entering the new campaign. They addressed their biggest weakness by acquiring Freddie Peralta, reinforced the lineup with the additions of Bo Bichette and Jorge Polanco, and made a major splash by trading for Luis Robert Jr. But so far this season, they've struggled out of the gate, mired by a long losing streak. And the player who many call the captain of the team has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. Notoriously, Francisco Lindor has been a slow starter, but this year he's taken it to another level, and this time it's been driven by a noticeable lack of hustle on the base paths and in the field. The first instance coming on April 1st against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Ground ball past the mound, Peralta lets it go, Lindor takes it to the bag, he forgot how many out there were. Lindor thought that was the third out, did not try for the double play.
That was unusual for Lindor, he usually knows the situation out there.
After J.J. Weatherholt struck out and Ivan Herrera sent a single down the right field line, Lindor mistakenly thought there were 2 outs in the inning and jogged over the bag at second instead of turning the easy inning-ending double play. Afterward, he is seen clearly accepting responsibility for the blunder, noting how it cost Peralta an inning later in the game as he was forced to throw more pitches early. Stuff like this can happen to players, especially in the first week of a new season. However, it was just a few innings later before he was caught sleeping once again.
Rios is, and this one clanked. And they got a pick off. How about that? Lindor forgot how many outs there were earlier in the game, and now Liberatore just picked him off. I mean, Lindor was out by 5 feet. Boy, it's been a rough day for Lindor.
After reaching on an error by third baseman Nolan Gorman, the Mets were handed a gift, one that in a scoreless game in the 6th inning had the potential to swing the momentum in their favor. However, on the very next pitch, he was picked off at first base, and it wasn't even close. He was rooted into the ground, accepting defeat by stretching out his hand to allow Alec Burleson to tag him. So as you would expect, his manager Carlos Mendoza had some words to say about his game.
What do you make of the uncharacteristic mental lapses we saw from Lindor today?
Yeah, the first one, the ground ball, was the one that there's no excuses, and he'll be the first one that tells you that.
When players make costly mental errors like these, the best response is to regroup and prove themselves through hard work. But that hasn't been the case for Lindor, who continues to suffer lapses in the field. In the top of the second, Kodai Senga found himself in trouble after 2 singles and 2 walks gave the A's their first run of the game. With the bases loaded and only 1 out, the Mets were still in trouble. That was until Senga induced a ground ball he needed to get out of the inning.
We're on the ground to his right, Semien, and he gets to the bag in time, but can't turn a double play.
Lindor should have gone to the bag. It's on the right side of the infield.
He was thinking Semien might not get the ball, so he was going for the ball.
That was Semien's ball all the way, Garrett.
On a tailor-made double play ball, Lindor failed to cover second base. Instead, backing up Semien, who hustled to second to record the out himself before coming up short of turning the double play, in turn allowing the A's to score another run in the inning. For some reason, a player who prides himself with his hard work, he has seemingly been lost on the diamond to start 2026. It's something he has been acknowledging in his post-game interviews.
I went after the ball, and Marcus was there, and didn't make it at second base, and didn't turn the double play. And I just gotta be better. I gotta help this team win.
To add insult to injury, his bat has also been lackluster to start the season, hitting under the Mendoza line and taking until his 18th game of the season before driving in his first run. He's had slow starts in the past, but 2026 feels different. And for a team that missed the playoffs last season, the patience in Queens is at an all-time low. So let me know in the comments if you think he will turn it around. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.